All right, now we're getting to the good stuff. Welcome back, movie friends. Counting down my Fave 41 movies, 2016. Again, they are favorites, not necessarily best. This is my list. We've already counted down number 41 through 31. We've counted down number 30 through 21. Now on to the top 20. We'll count down number 20 through number 11 today. And let's kick it off with number 20, which is Sing Street. That's right, number 20, Sing Street. What a great movie. We're getting to the part of the program I like to call great movies with maybe one minor flaw. Here's the thing. I'm not going to talk about the minor flaws. These are too good of movies to tie down our time with talking about the little things that maybe took away from them just a little bit. We'll start with Sing Street. Great stuff. Amazing music, amazing performances, amazing culture, amazing nostalgia with the 80s, great character development. Here's the main thing, though. These songs are good on their own. Drive It Like You Stole It is just a flat-out great song, and that builds a euphoria into this musical that a lot of movies don't have. In at number 19, Manchester by the Sea. Now, I might have this a little bit lower than most. I know a lot of people have it in their top 10, maybe even top 5. This is about right for me. Great performances. Casey Affleck, Michelle Williams. They're seen together. One of the highlights of my movie-going year. His scene in the police station, one of my top 5 scenes of the year, for sure. Lots of great, powerful, emotional stuff going on in this movie, and there's a reason you're seeing such a buzz about it, and I love having it right here at number 19. Speaking of great performances, Michael Keaton in The Founder, oh my goodness. I was not ready for this. I thought this was going to be a kind of a throwaway movie. I hadn't heard a lot of buzz on it. I really enjoyed this. Another true story. Love the idea of them taking to task one of the biggest corporations in America for how they started. Some things you probably didn't know about the McDonald's story that don't make especially Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, look that great. I found it very interesting, very compelling, and again, a phenomenal performance by Keaton. I would highly recommend, if you haven't had a chance to see this, that you find a way to, because it really is that interesting. In at number 17, it's Silence, Martin Scorsese's look at Jesuit priests in the 17th century. This is a powerful movie. Now, I get that it's long and it might be too drawn out for some, but the thematics in this and the deep issues of faith and doubt and sacrifice and martyrdom and what it means to believe something and how that belief impacts others, all of those things are woven in a way that kind of blew my mind. Scorsese knows how to make great movies, and I really feel like this is a great movie. I guess you could also call this section of the countdown the amazing performances section, because Fences is the same way in at number 16. Denzel Washington, Viola Davis, both incredible in this. It's, of course, brought great dialogue from the play right to the big screen, basically word for word, but they give it such life. You watch this movie and you are in awe of those two and what they can do with the words and making them feel authentic and at the same time otherworldly. It's an impossible task, and yet somehow they do it. This is an intense and valuable watch. And number 15, it's The Jungle Book. Disney, again, live action remaking their animated films and doing a good job at it. I could not believe the visual effects in this movie. And what I mean by that is I could absolutely believe that these visual effects were real animals. I thought that was a real tiger, somehow speaking English, but still a real tiger. It was mind-blowing that somehow they allowed me to suspend my disbelief in that way. I thought Mowgli was great. I thought the fun of the movie was perfect. I enjoyed the music where it was, although it probably would have been best as a non-musical. I still thought it was wonderful. I had a great time with Jungle Book, and is one that I think I will go back to, especially with my kids. Eye in the Sky in at number 14. This is one of those movies that just makes you think, puts you in a place and says, okay, you think you've got it all figured out, human being. You know where you stand on issues of terrorism and force and all those things. What about this? and you're left at the end going, I think I agree with everybody. I don't know what I'd do. It is one of those movies that really brings home how complex some of these modern moral questions about warfare are, and puts you in modern warfare in a way I don't think I've ever seen. It is intense, it keeps your attention, and there aren't even a lot of bullets shot. So it's not like, 13 Hours where there's a lot of actual military action. This is military action in the boardroom that somehow keeps you interested. It's a phenomenal movie and one I'd highly recommend. But speaking of military action that is the violence, Hacksaw Ridge comes in at number 13 for me. Mel Gibson does this. He gets how to make drama with a message that is also brutally violent. And I don't know that I feel like his violence is completely unnecessary. I think he's using it for impact, especially in a story about the misuse and the way that violence cannot be understood by this person. It's pacifistic violence in a way. Hard to wrap your brain around, but somehow this movie works. I think a lot of that has to do with Andrew Garfield, who is phenomenal as this character who is asked to play some sort of naivete, but at the same time grizzledness. Not easy to pull off, but I think he does it. I loved Hacksaw Ridge. I think it's a valuable watch. In case you were wondering where the new Star Wars movie would fall, here we are. At number 12, Rogue One lands. Boy, am I on board for the new Star Wars universe. I love the way this movie informs everything about A New Hope. I love the way this movie introduces us to characters in this world that we can now care about and understand their story. I loved so much about this movie's ability to take the concept of warfare in a future where we travel beyond stars, or I should say a past where we travel beyond stars, to be accurate in the Star Wars universe, who takes that and somehow makes you understand, oh no, it's real war. It's not just, some ping ping, kind of sci-fi thing. No, there's real war going on. That's a beautiful idea, and I think it's executed very well. Oh, Coen brothers. Sometimes I get you when I feel like nobody else does, or at least certain movies. In the vein of Hudsucker Proxy and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, Hail Caesar comes in at number 11. I love Coen brothers when they do this quirky, weird kind of comedy. I get that it's a little off for people and some can't handle it, but it is perfect for me. That's why it's on my list. The Would That It Were So Simple scene is one of my top scenes of the year. Hilarious, rolling in the aisles, funny for me to watch Rafe Fiennes and Alden Ehrenreich, I think is his name. I probably said that wrong. Anyways, to watch them do that scene, it was pure joy for me. I love this movie, and it just doesn't quite make the top 10, but it's right there on the cusp. Well, there you go. Number 20 through number 11. We're down to the top 10. We'll do that next. So you may want to subscribe to the channel to know when that comes out. You can do that on YouTube. You can also go to yourmoviefriend.com to see other reviews, other fun stuff there that happens here. Subscribe to the podcast, SiftPop, SiftPop. And you can also follow me on Twitter, Aaron Dicer, AARONDICER. I would love to connect in any of those ways and talk movies, hang out, discuss good cinema. It's always fun for me. As always, here's 5 extra seconds to hit the subscribe logo. It's right down in this corner. Just click it, and you'll never miss another review. Unless you choose to when the notification pops up. The point is you will be notified of new reviews. I mean, at least if YouTube notifies you. You know what? Just forget it. Just come to the channel often. Let's do it that way.